Okay guys, thanks so much for joining us. Today we've got a video I'm really excited actually to do, because in the 2 weeks we've had it in the store, this has been by far the best Fairway wood so far of 2019 for me, for what we've tested and all the initial testing we've done and what we've got in the drawer. I definitely have, by pure sales and performance, Epic Flash for me is the one to beat this year.
That's great.
In 2019.
That's the benchmark as far as I'm concerned, is who's coming in, golfers of all abilities, swing speeds, whatever, handicaps.
Yeah.
This is what people are ending up with frequently in the first 2 weeks. That's a big, it's a big indicator of how good it is.
It really is, and I think there was maybe some, I don't know if you would call it hesitation about the driver, or maybe the driver wasn't as sort of, if it's been really looked at as being one of the best ones for 2019.
Just because there's been so much buzz from other companies.
Yeah.
Like people even say it in the comments. It's interesting. They're saying Cobra and Mizuno are
Definitely.
kind of like they're taking the spotlight away.
They have done,
which is great.
The year of the underdog, and like we've talked about that. But the thing with Flash and the driver is, there's a few things. We've seen the rail before. We've seen the technology before. It doesn't. Maybe it's not new enough for a lot of people.
You've seen jailbreak and stuff like that already.
We've seen that, and obviously nothing wrong with combining all the good stuff into one package. But some people don't love the noise.
Yep.
Some people don't love the color scheme. So there are hurdles and there's roadblocks to accepting it as a product. And when I kind of got the opportunity to do some good testing with the Fairway wood with our customers in here over the last couple of weeks, I was so pleasantly surprised that the Fairway woods really worked well, and they're fast, they look good, they feel good.
Really good. Yeah.
They really do, don't they?
They look fantastic. Such a nice rounded traditional shape. Even the standard.
Yeah.
It's not a case of only the Subzero looks good.
Yeah.
The standard one has a really nice shape to it as well.
So we talked earlier about G400 hybrid being bonded.
Yes.
And then obviously 410 being adjustable. Same thing this year.
So they've done that same update.
Correct. So bonded last year with Rogue, adjustable this year with Epic Flash.
Seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah, so a little bit of a smaller sleeve. They've got some weight savings, which is nice, but it gives us that ability to sort of play with the loft, play with the face orientation, and really dial it in for the player, which is great. Gives us more options as club fitters, and we can help our customers more.
Because that alone, I bet, would account for how many people have fit into it recently. Because now you can actually give them the proper tweaks. Whereas before, you might have said to someone, you know what, let's not bother with the Callaway, let's get a Titleist because I want to change the face for you or something. Well,
one of our great viewers and long-time viewers, Roger Ortega, who was in seeing us at the weekend, I mean, we done that with Roger. He got 3 and 5 wood, and we kind of made the 3 wood a little bit stronger for him and went with 5 wood to kind of give him the best from the fairway, and we were able to really match those two up so nicely, and utilising that sleeve, he hit them better than we probably would ever have expected.
That's great.
It was really, really impressive. So I'm keen to do this one because we've just done the G410, and depending on the sequence of the videos, but at some point when all these come out, you guys will see it. G410 was an absolute rocket launcher there when we tested that, and it'll be interesting to see because the Subzero version of Epic Flash will be very similar to
DNA to that.
Yeah. So those two as a little head-to-head will be really interesting.
Not today, but that will be coming.
And a little teaser as well. The ST190 Fairway wood is unbelievable.
I haven't even asked you about that. It's really good, is it?
Incredible. It's so fast.
Really?
For the guy again who can maybe pops it up in the air a little bit, spins it too much, it's really
it's
hot.
Flat?
Very low spin. It sits a little open, so better players.
Do they make that on lefty?
Look at that. I'll need to look. We have it only in righty right now.
Hopefully they do make. I'd like to try.
I'm sure they will.
I'm sure they will.
Nice. All right, let's get some testing
standard
initially on this. Start with the standard.
Okay, we've got someone we haven't tested. I haven't tested yet. This is the Rogue
Elite.
Rogue Elite.
So the green profile. I mean, the Elite range is we've really enjoyed having them actually for fairway wood. So the green profile in Aldila always represents the tip stiff model.
Okay.
The blue one, which originally was the VS Proto.
Remember that.
Bend profile is the mid stiff tipness, tip stiffness.
Tough one.
And the orange is the softer one.
Right.
So we've got. Those
Yeah, you've got the full range up there.
Up there somewhere.
All right.
All right. Let's have a little Look at this.
For someone who loves the color green, this is the thing to buy.
Lovely. The
Little
Hulk.
green grip on here.
We'll just, if this, the Subzero with that shaft will literally be nicknamed the Hulk.
That's true. Yeah, it should be.
Okay, this will be interesting. So ball speed with G410 Matty was about 167, 168. It
Yeah,
was
quite a
fast.
few that were in the high 160s.
Yeah. So this has got its work cut out to keep up with that.
It does. So we've got everything set on standard right now.
Yep.
Okay. Well, thin.
Very playable.
Certainly nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Better.
Sounded better. Yep.
Really easy to hit off the deck. Really
So
easy.
playable, isn't it? So friendly.
It's lovely.
Get on the line. Oh,
67, that's very good.
good swing.
Yeah, that's nice.
Got a bit of lift to it though, eh? You
It
can
does.
just see that
Higher spinning profile?
just drifting a little bit, which I'm not against it.
No, not at all.
And we actually, interestingly enough, have our friend still in here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
On the fairway, which we will look at and see the difference on.
So ball speed,
Interesting.
it's actually keeping up.
Very, very similar, just has a little bit more lift, and it'll be interesting to drop the
Subzero will be
in there.
That'll be the spin comparison one. This one is, but again, this is why I like doing this, because they make two fairway wood heads for a reason.
Yeah,
This one is for the person that needs some spin.
that's right.
Well, so far off the deck, this is sweet. It sounds and feels really good. Like I haven't really hit one bad.
I mean, it sounds like you're flushing every one of these.
Yeah, I really like that a lot.
I mean, to be honest, I don't. You know, we watch you hit more. We're waiting for a miss hit. And
No, exactly. Those
there's
are
no
about
point.
as centered as that was on the the heel side even. That's unbelievable.
what's going on?
Sell me this.
Right. So, bit of a different look. You
Yep.
noticed something different straight away about the face.
Yeah, they've changed the
Full
face
grooves.
design. It's
Yep.
just kind of very traditional full groove design. Looks like a Titleist head basically.
It's what the better players
Yeah.
are looking for.
Less
you would
techy.
imagine.
Yeah, less techie look.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should expect to see less spin out of this.
Hopefully similar ball speed, but we just start
Yeah.
to see a bit of a flatter.
Because the
flight.
ball speed was extremely good on the standard, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
How's that one?
that was really good. It looks like it's just going to go forever. Kaboom.
That's different. You just shouldn't be flying 3 woods 300 yards. I'm against that.
Look at the spin. Like it's just got completely hacked the spin off.
Dead against that as a thing. Look at the
Wow.
difference.
That's a wild scene.
Yeah, so similar ball speed, similar launch, obviously just a different strike, and just for a different player, that's what it is.
Yeah.
They're-
It's for the
they're-
person that just can't get their 3-wood to get in a decent window.
There's a ton of players out there that need what the standard one does, which is give you a little bit more lift while being fast and have full adjustability. Then there's guys like yourself who need
Like that's a
little
driver
bit.
basically.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a great looking, like this
Looks
this
good,
head shape.
doesn't it?
Yeah, I'd honestly be hard pressed to say there's anything better looking than this.
That was my exact thought when I saw it. I went, you are just
Yeah,
going to
it's-
be appealing to so many people. So there's a miss.
Yep, thin.
Little thin one, 285.
It's really managed it's managed everything, hasn't it? The speed.
169.5 ball speed on a little bit of a. That was worthy of a Larry Chung. Oh, there.
Ooh. Like that's your jailbreak technology,
That's
obviously.
your jailbreak. We've seen it in the drivers, haven't we? Last couple of
Absolutely.
years, really quick out the bottom of the head.
Okay, let me get another one in the middle.
That
That's
sounded
really
so
hit.
good.
Really hit well. It's just rocket launchers.
It's very similar to that G410 Matty.
Yep.
Very, very similar. Actually, marginally faster.
Yep, it does appear to be a little bit quicker. I mean, both were so good. We're splitting hairs a bit, but yeah, it's got a little more ball speed, doesn't it? I don't know that I was dialed in. This shaft, I think, suits me a little bit better, in fairness. So I think I've swung a little bit better.
Did you quite like that shaft?
I think it's nice, yeah, absolutely.
Well, there's a really nice little comparison of what we've seen there. So a bit more ball speed, launch is down a little bit, spin is down
a lot.
A lot, yeah. And obviously these are much more manageable numbers.
Huh.
Flighting at 111 feet, so off the ground, that's fantastic.
Is that a good
really,
window
really
off the deck?
It's perfect. It's pretty perfect. Right, let's hit two more, and then I want actually to hit a couple off a tee.
Sure, yeah.
Let's see what we can get.
See what kind of a tee. It would be a good tee club, wouldn't it? Just by design. It's thin. I mean, for thin ball like that, it's performing so well.
Really performing good. 275 out of the bottom of the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, 276 in the air. Still retained all its ball speed. Spin just kicked up a little bit.
Like on the golf course, you would look up. You've probably pretty much hit your distance. You wouldn't have much to say about it. You wouldn't tell your friends you hit it thin. You just kind of walk up there.
If you were going to engineer a result out of a mishit, that's exactly what you would do, because like we always talk about, the downward sort of, or the low strike creates a little bit of tilt in the head, which creates the upward lift of the spin, but it creates the lower launch. Right. And obviously, like we're talking about with jailbreak, it's keeping all that ball speed saved up. So still getting tons and tons of lift out of that one.
The ball speed is just silly.
I mean, those used to in the old days be low risers. I mean, that's still flying at 104 feet.
I know. That should be it.
Just called it early, folks.
Like, it feels crazy good.
It early.
That's as good a 3-wood as I've hit. I was so impressed with the 410, and this is just it's a little better, isn't it? Just a little bit better.
You run out of good things to say about this as a fairwood. You really do, and
like, that's a ball speed I've never sniffed with a 3-wood ever.
We haven't seen that before.
Off the deck too.
We have definitely not seen that much before. It's just so fast. Really impressive, eh?
Yeah, that would be
really,
an easy
really
one
impressive.
to ring up at the cash register, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and this is, not that we're going to get any less performance, but you've got to have your grip on it. No,
it's true.
It's a test club. It's not even
one shaft that we've tried.
Set up. Yeah, it's not even set up exactly how we would want to yet. But you literally could not have had better numbers there.
No,
your numbers were perfect.
And for a Subzero model, generally I haven't hit them well off the ground. This is not hard to hit off the ground whatsoever.
Right.
So whatever they've done, I think it's easy to elevate, but they've knocked the spin off.
Yeah.
The strike, like striking it off the turf, is not hard. Really
I think keeping the loft on it, staying at 15 degrees, but obviously CG placement's a little further forward in the head,
right?
With the additional weight. I think it's just playing into the better player's hands and just giving you exactly what you want. So something that's so playable. So let's hit a couple off that tee. Give you a short tee here, Matty.
If they could make the driver sound a little bit more like that.
It sounds great, doesn't it?
It sounds so salt. Like it. To be honest with you, my benchmark is always my TS3.
Yeah.
3-wood. It sounds to me what a 3-wood should sound like. Or should sound like, and this is very, very similar. It's got a little bit of a jumpy sort of sound, but it's very kind of solid.
So probably expecting to see some slightly higher launch, similar spinning but higher launch 3-woods here that probably fly the best part 300 yards. Good?
Yeah, I struck it high in the face though. I probably
lost a bit of ball speed, do you think?
Would have robbed the ball speed, yeah. That wasn't the best. I mean, a result that I would have no issue with, but it's a little more like it. Might have even been heel side on that one. Look at that.
Look at that. 171, pretty quick. but we're not. Yeah, we'll see kind of what the good one,
I got
the really well struck one does. But
I got a middle one. Yeah.
Kind of 12 launch, 2500 spin would be.
Is that what you'd expect to see?
That would be right on the money.
Might be it.
It might be a little lower spin than 2500, but
that's it was. Jesus, it was a little bit toey, but a pretty good hit. That's crazy.
1800. But I mean, look at that. Look at that for ball speed, Matty.
Oh, it's insane.
It's insane. So fast.
Like it's a driver. It's literally a driver. Let me hit one last one. I'm going to tee it a bit lower. I think maybe I had it teed up too high.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to get, to be honest with you, when I play golf and I hit 3-woods, I usually put it on like the lowest tee imaginable, where it's almost on the ground. Because otherwise I tend to get a little bit lifty.
Here she comes. So playable.
That's a good little club.
Yeah, it's a contender, isn't it? It's going to be, you know, when this all shakes out. It's a little bit in the toe again. So
just wasn't the best hit, but it's turned out so well.
So good. Nice.
Love it. I think both were awesome. The standard one for anyone that wants a little bit extra lift.
That's
something
that's
easy
for
to
most
elevate.
people.
Yeah, the majority of people will do great with this.
That's
really
for most people. Easy to hit, easy to launch, spins a bit.
Tons
this
of
guy,
speed.
fast, flat, kills the spin, adjustable.
They've got 2 3-woods that basically should fit anyone. Yeah, that's really good stuff. I got
really,
nothing,
really
nothing else to say. They're just super, super good.
Yeah. Okay.
Try them.
Yeah, I mean we could go on, but there's, you know, I think we've said all the performances is kind of spoken for what we really need to say about these, and they are absolute top performers.
Yeah.
So in the shootout, I'll be very curious as to when we dial you in for G410. This, obviously, you know, we've got M5 titanium. You know, it'll be interesting to see what that's, you know, is like.
There's a lot going on.
We talked about the Mizuno one and how good that is.
Lots of distance-oriented kind of 3-woods out this year.
They're getting so fast.
Yeah, they're almost becoming like drivers.
They are
at that point.
They absolutely are. Well, you're flying that thing 300 yards, and you know, we know you fly your next club down around 245 in your driving iron. So again, guys, when we're talking about fitting, you know, this probably doesn't actually work all that good for Matt.
No, or unless I'm going to then reassess the next club in the back.
Yeah, make that stretch out a little bit. And
Which by nature of me coming here every week, we'll probably just do it anyway.
Well, we're getting into that. Once we have everything, we're going to start doing those live, or we're going to do those longer
videos.
fits again, and start to configure Matt's bag, and so you guys can see the process of, okay, this is where we're at, because Matt's now faster than he was last year. You've got all these kind of different variables going on. We have to work with the new version of you.
For sure.
Very
Looking
cool,
forward to doing all that stuff. Oh yeah, it's great. Great.
I love it. Okay. Guys, hopefully this was beneficial. Hopefully you're excited like we are that there's so much good product out there. I think on the 3-wood market, this is a significantly better year than last year.
Yeah. Last year, I don't think there were too many that you were all that excited about.
I really liked Rogue. I really liked M4 for the player who needed a slightly bigger head. TS 2 and 3 came in obviously later in the year, but you know, other than that, there wasn't too much I was really getting all that excited about.
Awesome.
So this is good.
It's a good time to be in the market for a 3-wood.
Definitely. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.